Hey friends, if you're over 60 and finding it harder to get out of a chair or walk up the stairs, you're not alone. But here's the good news. With just 3 simple vitamins, you can give your legs the support they need to stay strong and steady. When you think about getting older, what comes to mind? For many people, it's wrinkles, gray hair, or maybe a little bit of slowing down. But what most of us don't expect is that one of the very first places aging shows up is in our legs. Have you ever tried to get out of a chair and felt like your legs just didn't have the strength they used to? Or maybe walking up a flight of stairs suddenly feels like climbing a mountain. This isn't just getting old. In fact, weakness in the legs is often one of the earliest signs of age-related muscle loss, something the medical community calls sarcopenia. Here's the thing, it creeps up silently. There's no pain, no swelling, no obvious warning signs until one day you find yourself needing help just to stand. And if you've experienced that, you're far from alone. Millions of adults over 60 struggle with this exact problem. But here's the good news. Science has shown us that there are 3 specific vitamins that can help restore strength, support healthy nerves, and even improve blood flow in your lower body. No extreme exercise routines, no expensive therapies. Just the right nutrients, taken the right way, at the right time. That's what I'm going to share with you today. And trust me, these are not just old wives' tales or health fads. They're supported by clinical trials, real-world studies, and decades of professional experience. So if you want to keep walking confidently, if you want to get up from your chair without struggling, and if you want to hold on to your independence, then stay with me all the way to the end. Because by the time we're finished, you'll know exactly what these 3 vitamins are, how they work, and how to make them part of your daily life. Let's begin with the first vitamin, one that many people only think about for bone health, but it's just as important, maybe even more important for your muscles. I'm talking about vitamin D. Now, most people know vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin. Spend some time outdoors, and your body produces it naturally. But here's what most don't realize. Vitamin D isn't only about keeping bones strong. It plays a crucial role in helping your muscles actually build and repair themselves. You see, vitamin D is deeply involved in protein synthesis, the process that rebuilds your muscle fibers after everyday use. Without enough of it, your body struggles to recover, and your muscles grow weaker instead of stronger. For older adults, that weakness usually shows up in the lower body first, and there's hard evidence to back this up. Research has shown that low vitamin D levels are directly linked to reduced leg strength and a higher risk of falls. Think about that. Something as simple as being deficient in this one nutrient can make the difference between moving confidently and losing your balance. So where can you get vitamin D? The most natural source is sunlight. Just 10 to 20 minutes of sun exposure on your skin can trigger your body to make it. But as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D. That's why food and supplements are so important. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel are excellent. Egg yolks and fortified dairy products also help. And if you go the supplement route, pay attention to the form. Look for vitamin D3, also called cholecalciferol. It's more effective than vitamin D2 for raising and maintaining healthy levels in the blood. For most older adults, the recommended dose is somewhere between 800 theories and 2000 IU per day, though it's always best to check your blood levels with your doctor before settling on a dosage. Here's a simple but powerful tip. Take your vitamin D with a meal that contains healthy fats like eggs, avocado toast, or a little olive oil on your salad. Why? Because vitamin D is fat-soluble. That means it needs fat to be absorbed properly. Without it, your supplement might just pass right through without doing you much good. So remember this: vitamin D isn't just for bones. It's your first line of defense for strong, reliable legs. It helps rebuild muscle, speeds up recovery, and lowers your risk of dangerous falls. And when you combine it with the next two vitamins, you'll be giving your body exactly what it needs to keep you steady, strong, and independent. If vitamin D is the builder that lays the foundation for your muscles, then vitamin B12 is the messenger that makes sure your brain and your muscles are speaking the same language. Without it, the signals that tell your legs to move don't get through properly. Think about the last time you felt pins and needles in your feet, or maybe a strange tingling in your legs. For many older adults, that isn't just poor circulation. More often than not, it's a sign that their nervous system isn't getting the support it needs. And one of the biggest culprits is a lack of vitamin B12. Here's why this matters. Your muscles don't act on their own. Every single movement, whether it's standing up, climbing stairs, or simply walking across the room, starts with a message from your brain. That message travels down your spinal cord, through your nerves, and finally into your muscles. But if your body doesn't have enough vitamin B12, those messages get scrambled. The result? Weakness, numbness, even loss of balance. And this problem gets worse with age. By the time you're in your 60s, your stomach produces less acid, which makes it harder to absorb B12 from food. That's why deficiency is so common in older adults, even those who eat a healthy diet. You could be eating meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, all of which contain B12, and still come up short because your body simply isn't absorbing it well. So how do you fix this? First, pay attention to the signs. Tingling in the feet, unexplained weakness in the legs, frequent fatigue, or even memory problems can all be red flags. Second, consider the best way to get B12 into your system. For some people, fortified cereals or animal-based foods may be enough. But if you're over 60, there's a good chance you'll need a supplement. The good news is that B12 supplements are safe and effective. You can find them as pills, lozenges that dissolve under your tongue, or even as injections prescribed by your doctor. For most older adults, a daily dose between 500 and 1,000 micrograms works well. Taking it under the tongue, or as a shot, bypasses the digestive system, which can be a big help if your stomach isn't absorbing it properly. But there's another reason B12 is so critical for your legs, and it's something most people don't know. Vitamin B12 plays a huge role in making red blood cells, the very cells that carry oxygen throughout your body. Without enough of it, you can develop anemia, meaning your muscles are literally starved of oxygen. Imagine trying to walk uphill while holding your breath. That's what your muscles go through when you don't have enough B12. They tire faster, they recover slower, and they lose strength over time. Now, let me give you a practical example. I once spoke with an older gentleman in his late 70s who was convinced that his legs were failing simply because of his age. He struggled to walk more than a block without stopping. But after some tests, his doctor discovered that his B12 levels were dangerously low. Within just a few months of proper supplementation, his energy returned, the tingling in his feet disappeared, and he was back to taking daily walks with his wife. This is the power of vitamin B12. It isn't about turning back the clock, it's about giving your body what it needs to function the way it was meant to. When your nerves are firing properly and your muscles are getting the oxygen they need, you feel stronger, steadier, and more capable. Here's a simple routine you can try. Take your vitamin D with breakfast, as we discussed. Then, a little later in the morning, maybe mid-morning, or right after your first cup of coffee, take your vitamin B12. If you use the under-the-tongue lozenge, let it dissolve slowly. This way, you're spreading out the benefits throughout the day, keeping your energy up and your nervous system supported. Remember, your brain and your muscles are partners. Without vitamin B12, the connection between them weakens. But with enough of it, the partnership stays strong, and your legs can carry you wherever you want to go. And that brings us to the third vitamin, one that doesn't just protect your nerves or your muscles, it ensures that all the nutrients and oxygen they need actually get there in the first place. I'm talking about vitamin E, the circulation booster that can make the difference between legs that tire easily and legs that feel strong and resilient. If vitamin D builds your muscles and vitamin B12 keeps the signals firing, then vitamin E is the nutrient that ensures your legs actually get the fuel they need. Think of it like this: your muscles are engines, and your blood is the highway delivering oxygen and nutrients. Without good circulation, even the strongest engine can sputter and fail. That's where vitamin E comes in. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, and antioxidants are your body's defense system against something called oxidative stress. Over time, stress, poor diet, and aging itself create unstable molecules known as free radicals. These free radicals damage cells, including those lining your blood vessels. When that happens, circulation slows down, blood doesn't flow as freely, and your muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. The result? Legs that tire easily, muscles that don't recover well, and less stamina for everyday activities. Now here's the exciting part. Research has shown that vitamin E can actually improve circulation by protecting your blood vessels from this oxidative stress. Better blood flow means more oxygen reaching your legs, and more oxygen means greater endurance, quicker recovery, and stronger steps. So, where can you get vitamin E? The good news is, it's in plenty of delicious foods. Almonds and sunflower seeds are fantastic sources. Leafy greens like spinach provide not only vitamin E, but also other essential nutrients. Avocados add both vitamin E and healthy fats, which your body uses to absorb it more effectively. If you decide to take a supplement, look for a balanced form. Many products only contain alpha-tocopherol, but the truth is, your body benefits more from a mix of different vitamin E forms. A daily dose of around 100 to 200 IU is generally safe and effective for most adults. And here's a professional tip. Pairing vitamin E with vitamin C, or CoQ10, can actually boost its antioxidant power, giving your circulation even more support. Let me share a quick story. A woman in her early 80s once told me she had given up her daily walks because her legs would tire out after just 10 minutes. Her doctor suggested trying a vitamin E supplement along with a few dietary changes. Within weeks, she noticed she could walk longer without needing to stop. And over time, her stamina returned. She didn't just get stronger legs, she got back a part of her life that she thought she had lost forever. Now, let's talk about the real secret: combining these vitamins in a smart, simple routine. You see, each of them works best at different times of the day, and when you spread them out, your body can absorb and use them more efficiently. Here's a sample schedule you can follow. Start your morning with vitamin D, ideally with a breakfast that includes healthy fats, maybe eggs, a little cheese, or avocado on toast. That way, your body can absorb it properly, and you'll kick off your day with a strong foundation for your muscles. Then, a little later in the morning, take your vitamin B12. If you use the under-the-tongue form, let it dissolve slowly while you read the paper or sip your coffee. By taking it in the morning, you support your nervous system throughout the day and keep your energy steady. Finally, include vitamin E with your main meal, usually lunch or dinner. Because it's fat-soluble, pairing it with the natural fats in your meal will help your body take in and use it fully, And this timing ensures your circulation is supported right when your body is digesting and distributing nutrients. One more tip. Don't forget hydration and light movement. Drinking enough water keeps your blood flowing smoothly, and simple activities like walking or using a resistance band encourage your body to put these nutrients to work. You don't need heavy workouts or expensive equipment, just consistency. So, to put it all together, vitamin D helps your muscles rebuild. Vitamin B12 keeps your nerves sharp and your muscles oxygenated, and vitamin E ensures blood and nutrients flow exactly where they're needed. When combined, they create a powerful support system that strengthens your legs, protects your independence, and gives you the confidence to keep moving. And remember this, it's never too late. Whether you're 60, 70, or even 80, your body still responds to the right care. These vitamins won't just make your legs stronger, they'll help you feel more capable in every part of your daily life. In just a moment, I'll share some final words of encouragement and a reminder of why taking this step today can transform not only your legs, but your overall well-being. So now you know the 3 key vitamins that can make a real difference for your legs. Vitamin D, the foundation for rebuilding strong muscle fibers. Vitamin B12, the connector that keeps your nerves and muscles communicating. And vitamin E, the circulation booster that ensures oxygen and nutrients get where they're needed most. But here's what I want you to take away above everything else. You are not powerless against aging. Weak legs, poor balance, and fading independence are not inevitable. They are signals that your body needs more support. And by paying attention, by giving your body these specific nutrients, you can change the story. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. Instead of struggling to get up from a chair, you rise with ease. Instead of dreading the stairs, you take them at your own pace, steady and confident. Instead of holding back on walks with your friends or family, you join in because your legs feel strong, reliable, and ready. That's not wishful thinking. That's the practical outcome of giving your body what it needs. And let me tell you something important. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need to run marathons, and you don't need complicated routines. What you need is consistency. A steady intake of vitamin D, vitamin B12, and vitamin E, combined with simple habits like staying hydrated and moving a little each day, can create powerful results over time. I often remind people, aging is not about the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's about how much energy you bring to each day, how steady your steps feel, and how independent you remain. And when your legs are strong, everything else becomes easier. You cook with more confidence. You shop without worrying about fatigue. You travel and enjoy the world without fear of falling. That independence is priceless. Of course, before starting any supplement routine, always check with your healthcare provider, especially if you're on medications or managing other conditions. Safety comes first. But once you get the green light, you can begin building your foundation right away. And here's one more thing. Never believe it's too late. I've seen people in their 80s and even 90s regain strength and mobility simply by making small, consistent changes. Your body is resilient. It wants to work for you. All you have to do is give it the tools. So, let's recap one final time. Vitamin D. Take it with breakfast, with healthy fats, to strengthen your muscles. Vitamin B12. Mid-morning, preferably under the tongue, to keep your nerves and muscles connected and your red blood cells producing oxygen. Vitamin E with your main meal to improve circulation and stamina. Combine that with hydration and light movement, and you've built a plan that truly works. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to take action today. Don't wait until weakness or imbalance forces you into dependence. Instead, choose strength, choose confidence, choose independence. And if this video has been helpful, please take a moment to like it, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about, because chances are they need stronger legs too. And I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me, which of these vitamins do you think you'll add to your routine first? Or would you like me to create a follow-up video showing you the best exercises or meal plans to pair with these nutrients? Your journey to stronger legs and greater independence begins now. And remember, no matter your age, it is never too late to become stronger than you were yesterday. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, stay strong, stay healthy, and keep moving forward.